And now our top news story, a closer look at Calgarian communities.
Tuxedo Park and Winston Heights Mountview are two major neighborhoods within Calgary, with their close proximity to Edmonton Trail, a former gateway road to the north of Calgary. These communities are located in the northeast quadrant, 3 kilometers north of the city center, situated between 16th Avenue and 32nd Ave Northwest, bordered east-west by the Deerfoot Trail and Center Street. Tuxedo Park and Winston Heights are a couple of the older communities in Calgary. They were established in 1929 and 1908 respectively. These communities are predominantly occupied by low-density housing built during the war. Each community brings together elements that create a system that is viable and integral to the greater Calgarian lifestyle.
And now here's Trisha Takanawa with a closer look.
The community of Tuxedo Park is composed of a mixture of professionals and low-income households, with 51% of the housing units in Tuxedo Park being apartments or condos.
There is a very low rate of home ownership due to the relatively high amount of low-income residents. According to the City of Calgary demographics, Tuxedo Park's low-income percentage as of 2005 was 21.3%, 7% higher than the Calgary average. Home ownership is comparatively low to the rest of Calgary, with 54% of the population being renters, along with a high percentage of seniors living alone. The income in Winston Heights and Mountview is close to the average in Calgary. They are medium household income, which has increased throughout the years. There's a diverse group of people residing in the community, including Prairie Sky, a co-housing cooperative. The residential buildings include condominiums, apartments, and semi-detached housing.
Midfield Mobile Home Park is located on 16th Avenue Northeast and will be officially relocated in the summer of 2012. This is due to the deteriorating sewers and water mains. This has agitated some residents, including Chef Borden.
This park has been a part of the community for many years, has played a key role in the entire system of the community. It isn't fair or necessary to relocate it. We pay $500 per month to the city. Where is all the money from? If the sewer need to be fixed, then just get fixed.
The new relocated trailer park will be open by summer 2012, but many residents say they will miss the convenience of Midfield Park. Lyle Landley, a planner, has a different take on this situation.
I believe this is a perfect opportunity for the community of Winston Heights to increase their home ownership. And in order to do this, the community needs to have a plan in order to bridge the gap between renting and home ownership. The plan has already been implemented not very far away in a community pretty much adjacent with the same dilemma, Bridgeland. McPherson Place is a development focused towards driving classical renters out of their current situation and into home ownership. How, you ask? It is done through a non-profit agency called In-House Attainable Housing Society, who has not only recognized a high amount of renters, but also one of the biggest roadblocks with home ownership, which is the dreaded down payment. In-House bridges the gap between renting and home ownership through a process called shared equity lending financing, a new concept for Calgarians and Canadians alike. It is where qualified buyers get to purchase a majority of the home within the development, while In-House will take a minority share or the remaining balance. The qualified buyers will own approximately 65 to 70% of the house, and In-House taking the remaining balance. We think by empowering the pre-qualified buyers with no upfront down payment and a low monthly mortgage payment, we hope to see an increase in the home ownership within the community.
All these parts of the community seem like minor details from the outside, but play a larger role in the proper functioning of the neighborhood. These communities seem to exhibit dynamic, adaptive, goal-seeking, self-preserving, and sometimes even evolutionary behavior. Another element that plays a crucial role in the development of these communities is the corridor that ties them together, Edmonton Trail. Many residents understand the importance of this street.
Yeah, Edmonton Trail's got a lot of diverse shops, and it's a place that, people commute down to get to downtown and everything, so it's a great thoroughfare for commuters.
Edmonton Trail once acted as a major terminus to get to Edmonton from Calgary, but has since been replaced by a different trail. Now it serves those who are entering the downtown core from the north.
Thanks, Tricia. I currently live in Tuxedo Park, and I often frequent the businesses on Edmonton Trail. Do you think this is why the two communities feel such a close connection?
Well, some residents seem to share the same sentiments as you.
It's just got lots of shops that's great to meet up at with other community members and everything. It's got a lot of potential actually, like a lot of the roads and everything, not so great. I think you could really spruce it up and redevelop in a nice way. And I think the major weak point of this community is Monroe Park, definitely. It could definitely be improved on also.
This chain link fence surrounds the park and divides it from the homes and shops in the area, with very few entrances. But as you can see, this park does have the potential to be a major hub for the communities, as it is the largest green space in the area. Monroe Park could be a positive catalyst for change in the communities. Back to you, Bob.
What do you mean by a positive catalyst, Tricia?
Well, Monroe Park has the potential to be a positive feedback loop for the community. Once you begin improving upon it, then there will be an indirect influence on the surrounding community that will create a better community hub, as well as provide for a healthier lifestyle.
Positive feedback loop? What's that?
Well, it's similar in a sense to that, when changes in a particular stock affect the inputs and outputs of that stock.
Ah, thanks, Tricia, for your valuable assessment. I understand what you mean. I often walk there with my dog, but I find the entrances really inconveniently located.
That is true. There's a few activities that partake in minimal attractive features inside. Surprisingly, Edmonton Trails isn't bustling as you would think of a main street. However, a location with a lot of buzz in the area is Center Street.
It bisects the community from north to south and possesses a wealth of diverse businesses and amenities that range from restaurants to groceries and dentist offices. These amenities speak to the great diversity that persists in Tuxedo Park. Various restaurants line the streets offering Greek, Italian, and Chinese cuisines.
Among the amenities, the various types of residential housing are intertwined along Center Street, such as single-family homes, duplexes, and townhouses can be seen from the road. Now, the street is also well serviced by transit, having 7 transit routes alone running up and down its length. It is also a very important arterial road for Calgary's funneling through traffic from the north of Calgary into Calgary's downtown. Now to Tricia with a planner's perspective with Joe the Urbanist.
Though Center Street has many positives, there is always room for improvements.
Okay, Tricia, I tell you what. The streetscape itself consists of sparsely connected residential and commercial blocks. Sidewalks are opened in a beating heat of the sun during summertime and placed closely to the roadside, making it slightly dangerous and also uncoverable for pedestrians during any time of the year.
This street has plenty of potential that can be brought out with proper planning that is conscious of the pedestrian and the transit planner. This is Tricia Takanawa, signing off.
Thanks, Tricia! Each one of these streets act as an element of the system. The least obvious part of the system is its function or purpose. This is most often the most crucial determinant of the system's behavior. The purpose of a community is to organize and promote interaction between people in a common location with a common set of values, beliefs, and culture. That's you, the viewer.
From us at UBST,
Stay classy, Calgary.